Welcome students to this particular video lecture of mine, wherein now we will have to see how Nayayikas are, when I say Nayayikas here, I'm talking about the Prachin Nayayika school of Vishwanath Bhatt, and see how he avoids the difficulty that we have seen in the problem for Padajanya Padartha Smaranam and Padajanya Padartha Jnanam, both of them together. And here is the picture that he is giving to us in a way, and we will have to understand and see how the problem that had been arised out by those things is going to be taken care of. So number one, he says that recollection of meanings of words is there. Definitely yes, paranam is there for the padajanya, and we have seen the padartha word and meanings are also produced by the knowledge of the words. Okay, and this one has to understand that there is recollection of the meanings of the words, which is again produced by the knowledge of the words itself. Now when I say knowledge of the words, it means that it is the significatory function of the words itself. Now when I say the significatory function of words, it means that there is this particular role played by mind, intellect and soul, and with the combination of all these three things, we have to understand what is that significatory function of the words. Now this is how he differentiates, and he says that we need to understand the significatory function in the first place. If we do not remember the role of the significatory function of words, then the entire knowledge of the words itself is a futile attempt for us, and we will not be able to know, or we will not be in a position to go ahead and resolve the issue that has been raised between Padajanya Padartha Jnanam and the Padajanya Padartha Smaranam fully in the sense in that way. So rather than talking about the Padajanya Smaranam as well as the Jnanam, they say that there has to be something else, and that something else is nothing but the significatory function of the words. Now if we have to understand what is the significatory function of the words, number one, it has to be significant. Okay, number two, it's a function. Function means it has to be taking place practically, it has to work out over there. If it does not, then if it is not taking place, then we would not say it is significant one for us. So we will need to understand more to find out what is the significance that he is talking about, and what is the nature of it, and how Vishwanath Bhatt really discusses about it is something which is very fascinating, and the important contribution of his own book, which is Nyaya Siddhanta Muktavali. So let's proceed further in the next video lecture of mine and just focus only on the nature of the significatory function of the words, which he calls it as Vritti, and we will have to analyze the Vritti and understand how this is going to be associated with the Padajnanam for us as compared to the Padasmarana. So with this, I'm going to end this particular video lecture of mine and come up with the next one, which is going to focus only on exclusively on the nature of the significatory function, which he calls it as the Vritti in the entire Padajnana. So I'll end up out here, and let me come up with the next video. Till then, thank you for attending this lecture and welcome. Bye.